following program is rated R13. It contains material that may be inappropriate for viewers under 13. Viewer discretion is advised.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Max Dawn Animations presiding over the case of the century, the skull emoji controversy.
You may be seated. Today, we gather for a case that will define digital law for the ages, a disagreement over an emoji. And who has the right to use it? Prosecutor, you may present your opening statement.
Your Honor, members of the jury, and esteemed guests, today we are here to address the travesty of the century. The defendant, First Galaxy Australian 2K10, has, on multiple occasions, used the sacred skull emoji in ways that go beyond simple enjoyment. This emoji, so precious, so powerful, has been hijacked by the defendant. He does not understand. He uses the skull emoji in trivial moments, in memes and jokes. He's not Skull. He never was. His behavior undermines the emoji's true purpose, and that cannot stand. I accuse him.
Order in the court. We will now hear the defense. First Galaxy Australian 2K10. You may present your case.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and Prosecutor Trusses 273829. The skull emoji is nothing more than a modern form of expression, much like smiley face emoji, or rolling on the floor laughing emoji. I never intended to impersonate or claim to be Skull. I simply use it to react to humorous situations. There is no harm in that. Just like everyone else, I express my thoughts through emojis. The idea that a single emoji should be restricted to only one form of use is absurd. The internet thrives on memes. In fact, I believe it's you who's taking this way too seriously. Emojis are meant to be lighthearted. They're not meant to be weaponized for a vendetta.
Thank you, First Galaxy Australian 2K10. We will now hear from the witness, James Wandernies 13. Please take the stand.
Your Honor, I've seen the defendant's online posts, and I can confirm that he uses the skull emoji in the same way everyone else does. It's used to indicate something is funny. Emotional attachment to an emoji. This is not a legal issue, it's a personal one, not to impersonate anything. The prosecutor is simply offended by the misuse of his own emotional attachment to an emoji. This is not a legal issue, it's a personal one.
I've seen him use skull emoji all the time. It's like, this is hilarious, but also, weird.
Yeah, it's not like he's trying to summon a skull army. It's just a reaction.
Alright, I have heard enough. Prosecutor, you have brought your case, and the defendant has responded. It's time for the jury to deliberate. Honestly, this is a stretch. He's just using an emoji.
Exactly. This case is ridiculous.
We, the jury, have come to a decision. First Galaxy Australian 2K10 is not guilty of any wrongdoing regarding the use of the skull emoji. 2 votes out of innocence, so that means innocence wins. And as for Trusses 273829, you have been found guilty of making false accusations and causing unnecessary disruption to online culture. You are hereby sentenced to 30 years. Emoji moderation work and digital reform.
This is absurd. You can't do this.
shut up, Trusses273829.
Honestly, that was one of the funniest court cases I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot. But this one. Images and 30 years of moderation. Comedy gold.
This court is adjourned. Let it be known, emojis are free for all to use. In laughter or in fun, justice has been served. So First Galaxy Australian 2K10, you are free.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate the fairness you've shown. Emojis are meant to bring fun and connection, not division. This case was a bit much, don't you think?
Yeah, it definitely was. Who knew emojis could get someone 30 years of work?
Honestly, it's more entertaining than half the trials I've seen.
Prosecutor Trusses273829, please follow me. Your sentence begins immediately.
This isn't over. I'll be back.
Court is now dismissed.
That was the most bizarre trial I've ever been a part of. Who knew skull emojis could cause this much drama?
Seriously, it was like watching a reality TV show. The Emoji Showdown, or something like that.
Yeah, except without the catchy music and the drama. I'm surprised Trusses273829 didn't try to appeal, honestly.
Maybe he'll start a petition online. You know how the internet loves a good cause, okay? But let's be real for a second. The real winner here is First Galaxy Australian 2K10. Not just because the jury ruled in his favor, but because this was a reminder.
Exactly. The whole trial was about freedom of expression. Whether it's emojis, memes, or just posting a funny comment online, we should all be able to use them however we want.
Anyway, at least you don't have to deal with emojis for the next 30 years. You get to enjoy life free from emoji jail.
Yeah, I'll take freedom of images any day.
That whole thing was ridiculous, but fun. Who knew Trusses273829 would end up in emoji jail? It's almost like a punishment worse than anything.
I can't even imagine. Having to look at those images all day makes you wonder if he's regretting his actions yet.
It's time for him to take a step back and reassess his priorities.
Wow, I still can't believe the trial is over. It feels like a weight has been lifted. I mean, 30 years for emojis? Really?
Right? I thought we were in the middle of an over-the-top sitcom for a minute there. I mean, emoji jail. Who even comes up with that?
It's a reminder that not all court cases have to be super serious. Sometimes, you just have to roll with the absurdity.
Maybe next time someone tries to accuse us of something crazy, we'll just throw in a few skull emojis and see if we end up in court.
At the end of the day, what really matters is standing up for what's right. Even when it's something as trivial as a silly emoji. I think we've all learned something today.
Absolutely. It's important to know where to draw the line when it comes to free speech and expression. And we all need to be careful with how we use our words or emoji.
Yeah, who knew images would cause so much drama? But I think we've shown that the truth always comes out in the end.
Well said. And as long as we keep our sense of humor, even in the face of absurdity, we'll be just fine.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, always be kind, thoughtful, and mindful of your words, whether they're written, spoken, or even emoji. See you next time. See you next time and see you next Thursday at E-Talk Show number 3.
On Thursday, I will return on iTalk Shows number 3, so see you next Thursday, and Eid Mubarak to you all.
Eid Mubarak to you all. See you next Thursday at the E-Talk Show number 3.